My question for you is, Trump says it's too late to debate because voting has already started and it's bad for America. You're set to debate Walz on Tuesday. Does that mean your debate is bad for America?
Well, look. Look, first of all, the president already did a debate, and I thought he did a hell of a job. How did you guys think he did? It's so funny. All these pundits after the debate, you know, you turn on the TV, which again I don't recommend watching CNN, but if you do, they turn on the TV and they say, well, you know, clearly she got some good shots in, blah 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 blah, and then you listen to the undecided voters who watch the debate, and it's like the majority of them are voting for Donald Trump afterwards. Well, if the majority of undecided voters are voting for one guy, I'd say that guy won the debate. And here's the thing. This is why Kamala Harris is desperate to do this again, because she knows that she's losing. And when you're running a losing campaign, you throw everything against the wall, and that's exactly what Kamala Harris is doing. Now, we have to remember that months ago, Donald Trump offered multiple debates, and the Democrats said no. The Democrats said, no, we don't want to do all these debates. And now that they're losing, they want to change the deal. Well, too bad. You should have made that decision 3 months ago, not now that you're running a losing campaign. But look, I think the more important point here, the more important point for the American people is Donald Trump is getting out there every single day. I'm getting out there every single day, and we're doing what a president and vice president ought to do. We're trying to earn the trust and the vote of the American people. I think the American media ought to be much more interested in why Kamala Harris is running from every single interview when Donald Trump is getting out there and he's talking to the American people every single opportunity that he gets. And I think the president has figured out that the best way to get out there and reach the American people is to do it directly, to do what we're doing here, to talk to you guys directly, because putting this filter and putting a teleprompter between you and the American people, that's how Kamala Harris is going to run her campaign. Donald Trump is going to run his campaign on ideas. He's going to run his campaign on making this country great again, because he already did it once, and he's going to do it again if the American people give him that opportunity. So I want to leave you with just a couple of thoughts here, because look, it's so much fun to be here, and I've loved spending some time with you, but we've also got some work to do. And the president does this at every rally, and I think it's such an important message, and I'm going to try to impart it to you all. We've got to get out there and work. And I got a very specific request for you. It's that I want you to get out there and I want you to vote 10 times. Now, the headline on CNN tomorrow will be, Senator Vance encourages voter fraud in Michigan. That's what they'll say. But here's how you get out there and vote legally 10 times, is you take yourself to the polls and you get 9 of your friends and family to go along with you. That's what I want every single person to do. Now, one thing, let me just give you a little bit of the nitty-gritty on politics, is when we think about how we're going to win this race, it really is simple. We just need to get our people who already plan to vote for us, we need to make sure they actually get out there and vote. But here's the thing. Things sometimes come up if you wait until Election Day. And look, I'm a firm believer that we ought to have Election Day instead of election season, but it is what it is, my friends. We've got election season. It is here, at least for now. And so we've got to play by the rules, and we got to play to win. So here, you talk to 100 Democrats, you talk to 100 Republicans. Let's say you talk to, because we're getting a lot of Democrats too. Say you talk to 100 people who plan to vote for Trump and 100 people who plan to vote for the other guy. 98 or 99 of the other guy's people will show up, whereas for us, sometimes it'll be 95, 96. Now, in a close election, that is the difference between Donald Trump being the president or Kamala Harris being the president. And so we got to figure out how to get every single person that plans to vote for our side to get out there and vote. Now, we all know what happens if you wait till Election Day. Some people, you know, I've heard stories of, well, I plan to vote on Election Day, but then the school nurse called, my kid threw up at school, and I had to go pick him up and take him to the doctor. or something came up with my mom and I had to go help her. Or maybe I planned to go to the polls right around 6:30, but I had to stay to work until 8 o'clock and didn't get a chance to make it there before things closed. The way that we're going to win this election is to bank every single vote. So don't just get out there and vote. Get out there and vote as soon as you possibly can. And there's a website. I want to read off it just because I want to screw this website up. swampthevote.com. You can check your registration, you can check where your polling location is, and you can get involved in our grassroots effort to elect Donald Trump the next president of the United States.